A man captured this footage of a distant mountain peak, but as he zoomed in, something unusual appeared.
Thing's kind of creepy. It's like a person's silhouette up in them clouds. I'm sorry. If it was your mountain, I'm sorry I broke it.
Like a person's silhouette up in the clouds.
A tall, dark figure standing motionless at the top. It looked human, but larger, broader, almost like the legendary Bigfoot. Who or what else would be standing there in the cold wind? But since the location wasn't shared, it's hard to say for sure what it really was. Deep inside a quiet forest, someone captured a strange sight on camera. Near the riverside, a dark figure was seen crouching close to the water, moving in a way that caught everyone's attention. People who saw the footage started comparing it to Bigfoot, while others dismissed it, saying it might just be a gorilla wandering far from its home. But since we don't know where it was captured, that's hard to say. Does anyone know more about this mysterious video? This clip from Russia claims to capture a real sighting of the legendary Yeti. From behind a tree, a huge figure appears. Its body is massive, covered in white fur, almost blending with the surroundings. It doesn't move like a bear, and it doesn't look like one either. But what makes it suspicious is the extremely poor quality. In 1969, Alan Plaster captured a strange, white, hairy figure near Lake Worth, Texas. Not long after, locals reported seeing a 7-foot creature with a goat-like face, long claws, and a chilling scream. Cars were scratched, people panicked, and then it vanished, leaving only stories behind. But in 2025, a new video showed a dark, fur-covered figure in the same area, this time in daylight.
Look at it close up right here. As you can see, it's all black. Massive. Easily a 9-footer. Check it out. Look at his gray beard. You can even see its face. Look at its nose right there. You see it? This was recorded in East Texas. Massive creature.
Some called it fake, while others claimed it was proof that the Lake Worth monster was back. A man was hiking with his family when he decided to film his wife and daughter walking along the road. Everything seemed peaceful, until he captured this. In the distance, a figure appears. Tall, covered in hair, moving with a human-like stride. At first glance, it looks like Bigfoot, but something feels off. The movement is almost too natural, more like someone wearing a costume than an actual creature. And strangely, the family doesn't react at all. No panic, no fear, no urgency. It kind of makes you wonder, was this a genuine encounter? This mysterious video shows a tall creature moving quickly through the woods. It clearly resembles Bigfoot. I could find no background information on the video, so I don't know where it was filmed or by whom, which doesn't make it very convincing. A park worker at Big Hill Pond State Park in Tennessee was recording a simple video, talking about the recent Bigfoot sightings in the area. It wasn't meant to be proof, just a casual clip. But as he spoke, something unexpected appeared behind him.
The threat is real in McNairy County. There have so far been 6 reportings. Nobody is paying attention to the signs. People are getting very close. They're reporting smell of burnt tires and dog breath. Brother, that's Bigfoot, and he's coming. So far, we've looked around. We keep finding hunting cameras 30 feet up a tree. Let me tell you something. Who puts the hunting cams 30 foot up a tree unless they're looking for something that can get to them? We all know that Bigfoot loves snacking on squirrels, okay? We're not stupid. I think that tower that they have in the middle of this park is just for watching us and playing tricks, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
In the tree line, a tall brown figure quietly walked past. The park worker later said locals had already reported strange smells, eerie noises, and shadows moving along the forest edge. And Tennessee's history only makes it more unsettling. Stories of these creatures go all the way back to the 1700s, when hunters in the Appalachian forests spoke of wild, hairy men watching them from the trees. A trail camera in a snowy forest caught something unusual one early morning. Its movement looked human, but big. Yet when zoomed in, you can see what looks like clothing, and the figure doesn't appear as broad as Bigfoot should. Its walk almost seems too human. Still, I get the confusion. What would anyone be doing in the middle of the forest, off trail, at that time? In a quiet forest, a group of hikers found a huge rock resting on a broken tree. It looked like it had been thrown with great force. There was no road or cliff nearby, making it hard to explain how it got there. The tree trunk was split cleanly, as if something heavy had fallen from above. Locals believe it could be the work of Bigfoot. They say the creature often throws rocks and breaks trees to mark its territory. However, the mystery remains. This video was shared by Movie Guide 2 and filmed on March 8, 2023 in Yellowstone National Park. His friend saw two dark figures moving across a field and, thinking they were bears, started recording. Later, when he zoomed in and slowed down the footage, the figures appeared to be walking upright. He showed the footage to park rangers, who said it might be Bigfoot. But it's too blurry to truly make out. Could it just be people? A paraglider was flying over a remote mountain ridge when he spotted something he couldn't believe. His camera captured a tall, dark figure walking along the very top of the ridge. What stood out most were the arms, long, swinging, and far too disproportionate for a human. A detail mentioned in countless Bigfoot reports. The paraglider drifted dangerously close before pulling away, continuing his flight until he finally landed and reviewed the footage. That's when he shared something chilling. He said it would be nearly impossible for a human to hike on that ridge at all, which means whatever he filmed up there might be one of the few genuine sightings of Bigfoot ever captured. Hikers in Oregon were resting by a river when they noticed a large figure moving on the opposite bank. They quickly grabbed their camera and zoomed in. When you look closely, one arm appears twisted or injured. The creature didn't pay attention to the hikers and soon disappeared into the trees. Many agree this clip looks unsettlingly real. A man living alone in a cabin deep in the woods never expected to see something he couldn't explain. One night, his two massive English mastiffs suddenly bolted toward the patio door, desperate to get inside. That alone terrified him. These dogs weren't afraid of anything. Curious and a little uneasy, he stepped outside with a flashlight and aimed it toward the tree line. What he saw made his heart pound.
There it is again. That mother whatever it is. There that is. It's two forward-facing eyeballs that are just staring right the at. It's turning its head. Hey, are you gonna do anything about this whatever it is up here? You scared too? Huh? What are you guys scared about? Why don't you go outside? Jesus. Where'd that thing go? It's still up there. Move! There it is. It looked right at me. I see it turned its head again. You know, I see these Bigfoot videos and they got the grainy and then I always wonder, why don't they just go running at it? But it's dark up in that hill and I ain't going. And if the dogs won't go outside, whoa.
Two glowing eyes stared back at him, positioned 7 to 8 feet off the ground. There were no branches, no rocks, no ledges, nothing that could have held an animal that high. Whatever stood out there in the dark was towering, and the fact that it spooked 2 fearless guard dogs made it even more disturbing. While reviewing his trail cam footage, this man noticed something unusual. The video shows a black bear, nothing strange at first, until a massive creature appears beside it, making the bear look surprisingly small. The larger animal has thick, hanging fur and a heavy, rounded build, almost like a domestic yak, sometimes called a hairy cattle or grunting ox. But the behavior didn't make sense. Bears don't normally follow yaks. That's why many people began to question whether the bigger creature was a yak at all, or whether the camera had captured something completely unknown. A home security camera in East Texas captured a tall being moving behind a backyard fence. Online, some viewers believed it showed a Bigfoot-like figure. Others said it was just a person walking behind the fence, with light creating a stretched shadow. No solid proof has been found, but the homeowner said it didn't look like a neighbor. They think it's Bigfoot. A hiker in North Carolina recorded a strange video during a night walk on the Appalachian Trail. 2 glowing eyes appeared in the dark, staring straight at the camera. The man never believed in Bigfoot, but after watching the clip, he started to doubt himself. For some reason, he only shared a screenshot of the video online. On Reddit, some users said it was an owl, others thought it was a raccoon or just some other animal. And I agree, it could be anything. A man was hiking through a forest in autumn when he noticed a tall black figure moving beside the path. He started recording, thinking it was a bear, but it walked on 2 feet. For a moment it vanished among the trees, but he managed to film it again. The creature didn't act aggressively or seem afraid, it just moved naturally, as if it belonged there. Could this be proof of a real dogman, or is it staged? A man was driving along a lonely forest trail. As he made his way deeper into the woods, something caught his eye up ahead. A tall, dark figure standing at the edge of the path. Startled, he grabbed his camera and snapped a photo. The image came out blurry, but the shape was clear enough to raise questions. It looked human, but not quite. The body was bulky and covered in what appeared to be thick, dark hair. Could this be actual proof of Bigfoot? A farmer in Buenos Aires, Argentina, was outside on his property when he noticed something, or someone, moving across his land. Stunned, he pulled out his phone and began recording.
Ay, boludo, qué raro. Va como muy rápido. Va como muy rápido.
According to him, no one should have been out there. There are no nearby farms, no hikers, no reason for anyone to be wandering that far out. Moments later, the figure appeared again. Some people believe it might be Bigfoot, but with the distance, it's nearly impossible to say for sure. Whatever it was, the farmer swears it couldn't have been a person. On October 13th, 2025, this video was filmed by tourists on a jungle tour in the Amazon. Take a look.
Oh my God, do you see that? Wait, hold on.
I'm zooming.
Listen.
Huge.
Keep the camera on it. Oh, it's moving. It's going deeper.
I got it.
The creature looked too human-like to be an ape and soon vanished into the forest. When they posted it online, some people thought it was fake, while others believed it could be proof of an unknown species. For centuries, Amazon tribes have spoken of the mapinguari, a large, red-haired creature said to roam the deep forest. Hunters and explorers have also reported strange footprints and eerie howls. The creature remains a mystery. During a hike through the forest, this person noticed something strange and snapped a photo. They later uploaded a black and white version of it to the Bigfoot subreddit. The image showed what looked like a dark figure lurking behind a tree stump. Some viewers were convinced it could be Bigfoot. Others immediately laughed it off, saying it was obviously just a stump, and in the end, most people agreed. There was nothing mysterious about it at all, just a tree stump in the right place at the right angle. But for a brief moment, people wondered if they were looking at the real thing. In 2021, a Reddit user visited Willow Creek, California, a place already famous for Bigfoot sightings. While hiking through the area, they captured something strange on camera. The photo showed a dark, human-shaped figure standing near the trees. Some people immediately claimed it was Bigfoot. Others dismissed it as nothing more than light and shadow. But the uploader wasn't so sure. They said the shape didn't match any tree, branch, or obstacle around it. So what exactly did they capture out there? A TikToker was recording a screen while using Google Maps on a tablet. He switched to Street View and stopped at a field surrounded by trees. As he moved the camera, a figure appeared. It had no clear face but seemed to stare straight into the lens. No one knows what it was. Some say it's just a statue or an Easter egg created by Google. But what if it's not? What if this is actually Bigfoot? A man was hiking up a mountain when he claimed to see a Bigfoot walking ahead of him. Take a look.
Bigfoot went up into that cave. I just saw Bigfoot. Oh my God.
Sadly, he didn't capture the creature, only his reaction. Without proof, many doubt his claim. During a hike in the Pacific Northwest, this man noticed something terrifying moving through the forest, so he snapped a photo as quickly as he could. The picture shows a tall, slim figure striding between the trees, its shape and posture eerily similar to Bigfoot. The legs and shoulders looked muscular, almost too real. But skeptics immediately pointed out strange details. The uneven arms, the unusually long neck, and trees in the background that don't seem to line up correctly. They also note that the feet look far too small for a creature known as Bigfoot. Believers, however, argue something different, that not every Bigfoot would look exactly the same. And as for the unusual arm length, some think the creature might have been injured. So now the question is, which side are you on? Wendy Wilson, an explorer and photographer, shared a photo that showed an ape-like figure hiding behind something metallic. The picture was blurry, but Bigfoot enthusiasts were thrilled, thinking it might be proof of the creature's existence. But others said a professional photographer should have taken a clearer image and suspected it might be reused from the internet. The location wasn't revealed either. So, did Wendy really capture Bigfoot, or just another fake photo? In Florida's Lettuce Lake Park, a strange figure was filmed moving through the swamp. As the camera followed it, the creature even appeared to grab something from the water. At first, people thought it was just a bear, but a park ranger later confirmed, whatever this was, it wasn't a bear. The figure turned toward the camera and then slipped deeper into the swamp, before vanishing underwater, something no bear would ever do. Many believe the footage shows the skunk ape, a creature often described as a smaller, swamp-dwelling version of Bigfoot. Witnesses say it stands around 7 feet tall, covered in dark hair, with glowing eyes. In August 2024, a girl was recording lightning from her bedroom window. The room light was on, and everything looked normal. But in the video, 2 glowing lights appeared above the doorway, like a pair of eyes. A second later, they vanished. There was nothing on the wall inside, and when they checked outside, nothing was there either. Her mother replayed the footage many times but couldn't explain it. The lights looked like eyes, staring from nowhere. What could this be? Bigfoot, maybe? In central New York, a woman discovered long, jagged scratches running nearly 10 feet up a tree in her yard. The bark was peeled clean in places, and a faint path in the grass led straight to it. Some people thought it might be a bear or a cougar marking its territory. Others joked that it looked like something Bigfoot might have done. When the marks were examined more closely, they didn't match any known animal claws. No teeth marks, no paw impressions, nothing. Eventually, experts stepped in and explained the truth. The tree was a white ash, likely damaged by woodpeckers and emerald ash borers. And for more Bigfoot encounters, watch this next video.